Good afternoon. It's Monday afternoon and we are ready to start some new notes. So you need to find these notes, 9-1D, area of trapezoids. They were handed out on Friday, so you've got them with you somewhere. Pause the video, pull out these notes. Okay, so we've got a new shape, trapezoids. The formula for finding trapezoids starts off the same way as the triangles. We're going to start off with a half. The next thing we're going to do is multiply it by the height. Remember that the height could be a dotted line right here, or the height could actually be one of the sides. What you're looking for is the little box that indicates that we've got a 90-degree corner. So this little box right here means 90. This little box right here means 90. So we're going to take 1/2 times the height times two things added up. The two things that we're going to add up are the two bases. So this number and this number, or this number and this number. So 1/2 times the purple times whatever blue plus blue equals. Order of operations says that we're going to do parentheses first. This is always going to be our first step. We're going to add those two bases. Okay, let's look down here. It says that each of these are going to take 4 lines of work. You will probably have some scratch work off to the side, but remember that triangles took 3. This shape is going to take 4. Okay, so let's put some numbers on this picture. Let's say that our height is going to be 8 inches. And let's say that our two base numbers are going to be 10 inches and 20 inches. That's a little bit hard to read. Let's go 10 inches and 20 inches. Okay, so the first A, let's look back at our formula. In the bowl first goes the 1/2. So I'm going to write 1/2. In the bowl next goes a multiplication sign. Then I want the height number. Out of these 3 numbers, 8 is the height. Then I'm going to write another multiplication sign, parentheses, and I'm going to put 10 plus 20 or 20 plus 10. The order doesn't matter, 10 plus 20 or 20 plus 10. All right, the next A, order of operations, says that I do this next. So 10 plus 20, I write that answer there. Rewrite the 1/2, rewrite the times, rewrite the 8, rewrite the times. If I'm ever going too fast on the videos for you, just push pause. You can also rewind if you want to hear something that I said. All right, now, just like triangles, I could take 1/2 of 8 or I could take 1/2 of 30. Either one is fine, or I could multiply and take 1/2 at the very end. I think I'm going to do 1/2 of 8. So I think I'll write down 4 times 30, and that's mental math. I can do 4 times 3 is 12 and add a 0. My label is inches with a tiny 2, inches squared. Okay, let's do the next one. The next one is going to have a height of 11 inches. The base up here, that looks really tiny. Let's make the base be 2 inches. And the other base down here is going to be 24 inches. Okay, how many A's do we need? We need 4 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see if you can figure out what the first A is going to say before I write it. Can you figure out the height and the two bases? So we're going to write 1/2 times the height is 11, times parentheses 24 plus 2 or 2 plus 24. Okay, see if you can write the next line before I write it. We're going to do the parentheses first and get a 26. Rewrite everything else. Okay, we have options. Do we want to do half of 11? Do we want to do half of 26? Or do we want to do 11 times 26? I think I'll take half of 26. So my next line is going to say 11 times 13. Then I need some scratch work. See if you can finish it before I do. (123 inches squared). All right, next one. The height is in here, so that height number is going to be 7 centimeters. This base and this base, remember we know these are not called bases because they're slanted, they're leaning over. Let's see, the bases are going to be 10 and 8. All right, you do it from start to finish. Pause the video, try to get all 4 A's, push play and see if you matched. Is that what your first line looks like? Is that what your second line looks like? Final answer is 63 centimeters squared. I decided to take half of 18. So my third line says 7 times 9. But you could have taken half of 7. It's just that it'll be 3.5 and that's kind of yucky. Or you could have multiplied and taken half at the very end. All right, let's look at our next question. Oh, now we're going to work backwards. If we know the area, we're going to work backwards to find maybe the height or maybe the bases. Okay. All right, so let's say that we know the area. All right, so let's say the area is 50. We know the area. And we're going to put a 1/2 next. Let's say we don't know the height. So the height's going to be our variable. And our bases, one base is going to be 7. And the other base is going to be 3. Okay, order of operations. Any guesses what we're going to do first? Did you guess parentheses? Okay, so I'm going to write 50 again. I'm going to write equals. I'm going to write 1/2. I'm going to write times h. And I'm going to write times 10. Okay, I think I would like to go ahead and take half of 10. Half of 10. So half of 10 is 5. And now I still have my h. My equal sign is over here and my 50 is over here. Now I'm ready to sing. I want to get rid of the 5. Do I add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Divide by 5, divide by 5, cross out. What's my answer? The height ended up being 10. So we can always work backwards and figure out another number besides A. Okay, let's look at this guy. We have a tiled section of floor. Maybe some of you have floor that has tiles on it. This looks like H. Doesn't really look like H. It looks like an N, but I'm guessing that was my handwriting for H. The height is 18 inches. Oh, so this tiled section of floor must be a trapezoid. That's weird, but okay, whatever. We have two bases, 36 and 48. And each tile is this much space. So we want to know how many tiles that we're going to need. Well, I think our game plan should be, let's find the area and then let's divide by 8. Because if each tile covers 8, once I find the area, I could divide by 8, and that's how many tiles I would need. So in order to find the area, I'm going to take 1/2 times the height times the two bases added together. Here's my H. Here's my bases. So I'm going to write A equals 4 times. And I'm going to let you work this one out. Push pause. And when you have a final answer, maybe just the area answer. See if you have the area answer, and then we'll do the divide by 8 together. Okay, pause it. All right, I ended up with 756 inches squared. I did 1/2 times 18 times 36 plus 48. 30 and 40 is 70, and 14 more, I got 84. I decided to cut the 18 in half. I could have cut the 84 in half, but I liked cutting the 18 in half because it was just a single digit. So that was my thought process. Then I multiplied these together, and I got 756. Okay, let's go back. We told ourselves we were going to find the area. Check, check. Then we told ourselves, let's divide by 8, since each tile is this size. So draw a house, pause the video, and you do the division and see if our answers match. All right, so I did the division. I ended up with 94 and a remainder of 4. So I made that 4/8, which is 1/2 or 0.5. Now, since this is a word problem, how many tiles am I going to need? I'm going to need 95 tiles because I can't go to the store. Probably I'm going to have to buy a box of 100 in all honesty, but I'm going to need 94.5 tiles or 95 tiles. All right, last question. We have a funky shape. The outside of it is a trapezoid. So here, that shape is a trapezoid. But then I've got this rectangle in the middle that I don't want. So, what is our plan gonna be? What's our plan or overall plan? I feel like we should find the area of the trapezoid. Then I think we should find the area of the rectangle. And if I don't want the area of the rectangle, sounds like subtraction to me. Okay, so let's do purple first. Work out purple, pause the video, let's see if we match. Was it tough to figure out the height and the bases? Maybe not. This number is the height. Normally we would have it on the inside, but this time they told it to us out here. 60 is the top base. 130 is the bottom base. If you needed that hint to get started, push pause and finish it out for yourself. Finish it out the rest of the purple. I ended up with 7,600. These made 190. I decided to cut 80 in half. I even came over here and did my scratch work. It's 70, this part makes 76, and there were 2 zeros. 7,600. Okay, now our game plan was find the area of the green rectangle. Push pause on the video and try finding that by yourself. Length times width, 20 times 15. The answer is 300. Okay, then we told ourselves our plan was purple minus green. Purple minus green. 7,600 minus 300 is 7,300. And inches, feet, centimeters, we're not sure. So units squared. All right, will you please show your notes to Mrs. Day? Raise your hand. She'll come over and look at them. Show her that you finished them. If you're getting to this point in the video and you did not do the notes, then you're going to need to rewind and do the notes. So show her that you did them, and then the homework is posted on Google Classroom. I took a picture of your textbook, and I think you have 10 questions, so I don't remember the page, but it's on Google Classroom, and it's a picture, and you will grade that tomorrow. All right, see you later. Have a great day.